the show. The most exciting.
What
And
up?
You gotta move your camera, buddy.
Hey, there we go. Hold on. Stand by. We gotta scoot this back.
Oh, okay, I gotta get that off. Wow.
All right.
Made me look better.
Now we're on both sides. There we go. How are you doing? What up? It is Sunday night. We're live, as you can tell. We're just being fools over here. And we've got our special guest. So it is What Up with Rob and Sean tonight. And if you don't know Chris, oh, wait. You did that backwards. It is What Up with Rob and Chris.
And if you don't know Sean Davidson, you should.
There you go.
What's up?
That's not what I expected. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
This is certainly a treat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the great thing is Sean has a YouTube channel, so you want to check it out.
Oh, boy.
Blueridgesilverhound. And so Sean's got a little story to share with you guys tonight about kind of how he got started into YouTube and what's happened and how he's grown. And he made it into what it really needed to be. He treated it like a business, and he honestly gives so much to people on YouTube. You can find anything out you want on YouTube.
Is that true?
And Sean teaches you.
Okay.
If you want to learn about coins and money and all that kind of stuff, this is the guy. So YouTube star, what do you got? How 180,000 subscribers now or something like that? I think when I started talking about YouTube, when you kind of got going, when I was talking about the fact that you quit your job and went into your YouTube, you had what, like 40,000, maybe less?
I don't even remember them days.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it was such a slow crawl for about the first
right.
8 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a very niche topic to talk about coins and all that stuff. When I first did it, it was more or less kind of like a side hustle, hobby type affair. And of course, I had a full-time job. You can't just up and leave and you're like, oh yeah, I feel complacent enough to just quit my job and do YouTube full time.
Yeah.
It takes a while. I'm not like Beyonce or some of the other big guys. Your page isn't available right now.
Oh, they totally got.
There, it's back. It's back.
Facebook's
Facebook's back. You're good. Don't touch it.
All right. Well, I have to reload my page.
Craziness afoot here in the
All right.
What Up class whoa.
See that?
What Up with Robin
Yeah.
Chris? There
I
you go.
posted on the channel.
Yeah.
If anybody cares on my side, you guys
That's right.
come over.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Say
We're back
hi.
over here.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
for me or
Yes, for you. So we're talking money, right? A little bit of coinage here. So I gotta ask. I got this $100 bill that's in fair to Midland condition. It's from 1898. Any thoughts on that?
Well, it's awfully old, and one of the big drivers of value when it comes to anything coin and currency related is great.
Okay.
So, and of course, there are some notes that are more rare than others.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have to take a look and see, what kind of note it is. There's a catalog number that's classified for that specific note.
Okay.
It's a very big deep dive sometimes, but it's nothing that we couldn't take a look. But it all comes down to research. Whether you rely on like the YouTube people to give you the information, or just looking online. All the information is accessible at your fingertips.
Okay, cool. So I just gotta look into it. Oh, that works.
Well, I charge hourly, so
Yes.
I might be owning a $100 bill. So you probably
And then some, right?
yeah.
I get it. I understand. But I
He's
had to
diving in
ask.
trying to get some value out of this right off the bat.
Yeah.
So I've got this penny.
I've got this penny that's in a jar.
It's a Z series.
I've got this coin, and it's got a mouse on it, and it says token, and it also
Okay.
says Chuck E. Cheese. Is that worth anything?
It's worth as much as it's worth as much as playing speedball at a Chuck E. Cheese.
So it could be worth some tickets, maybe a little.
It could be worth some
Instagram
tickets.
or-
And the last time I checked, it was like 1,000 tickets for a piece
Oh
of
my
bubble gum.
gosh.
So you might be in trouble.
Yeah, that could be bad. So anyways, we'll get back to this a little bit more about Sean. just to kind of keep you up to date, we have a couple great shows that went out this week. We'll just talk about Sarah. You guys need to go watch that. Sarah was a paramedic, and she's also sometimes she's a ghost, or explain it to us.
She is a holistic healer.
That's right.
As well as a psychic.
Right.
And in the interview, there's a call that her and I were on. And to this day, it's both pretty interesting to hear her take and my take in regards to what's going on. So you guys got to check that out.
Pretty freaky stuff, actually, a little bit.
Is.
So
it's
you want to go watch that show quite a bit. Who was Monday? I forgot who we had Monday. We have so many shows going constantly. I'm looking at super producer. Pull up the show for us.
Yes.
But coming up this week,
producer.
tomorrow, we've got or not tomorrow, but Tuesday, you've got a good show with Randy.
Yes.
That's posting.
That's going to be posting, and we're going to be interviewing another comedian.
That's right. So we have another comedian. We're also interviewing on Tuesday night. On Friday, we have Sheila Kennedy who's posting.
Oh, man.
Talked to her right before the show.
Big Brother 9.
She's got basically, she started out, she was the 1983 Penthouse Pet of the Year.
Amen.
Lived in Bob Guccione's house. Was flown to Paris.
Let me help you with that.
Yes. Sean will be watching that show for sure.
Oh, yeah.
In person or virtually?
I don't know.
Because, I'm not opposed to making a trip out here across town.
Oh my gosh. So Sheila is awesome. But what she also ended up being, which was incredible, she did a lot of acting. She had a movie in Elle that she was the lead in it, and she was also in supporting roles in multiple movies. And then she ended up in Big Brother 9.
Oh, yeah.
So she was contested on Big Brother 9. We were very lucky that she said, "Yeah, I'll be on your show." 9. So that's a great, great show that you're going to want to watch. She's actually got, I was talking to her tonight, she has some people coming from London. They're flying out. They just did pre-interview stuff, and she's doing a tell-all.
Yep.
And we're talking about, who she's been with, where she's been around, what she's seen. There's all the stuff that's coming out with her. So
it's gonna be amazing.
Check out that show.
It's going to be exciting. I want to bring something up that I read today,
or
yesterday, excuse me. Have you heard about Alyssa Carson?
I have not.
So, have you heard about Alyssa Carson?
No.
All right, so here we go. This is actually pretty cool. Alyssa Carson is 19 years old, okay? She has passed every single NASA test there is.
Are you talking about NASA?
That too.
NASA, okay.
Yes. They're projecting her to be one of the first people to step foot on Mars.
Yeah, that's cool.
Whoa.
I thought that was pretty cool. 19 years old, and they're boom, here you go.
So wait. Are you telling me that we're this close to reality, similar to Total Recall, the movie?
Allegedly, yes.
Huh.
Wow,
so there's gonna be women with 3 boobs that we're gonna.
For you, absolutely.
Hey, 3 for the price of 1. I like it.
This guy knows money. He knows money.
Yes, he does.
I like bundle deals. What can I say?
There you go.
Oh man.
So that happened. You know the other thing that's going on right now? It's Pie Day.
Pie.
Right?
Now what kind of pie do you like?
I love a pizza pie.
Pizza pie. Me too.
In fact, tonight, in honor of Pie Day,
3.14 pie?
3.14. That's today. We actually got from Lincoln, but they're also in Roseville and in Auburn.
Yep.
We went to Old Town Pizza, so we want to give them a quick plug. They're a fantastic pizza parlor.
OTP in the house.
It's awesome. So we're on in there, but I also, if we're talking about regular pie, I'm a coconut cream kind of guy.
Really? I love coconut cream. Yeah.
That's good about that.
I like pecan pie.
Okay.
Old Southern style. You splash a little bourbon in there.
There you go.
That's the key. Can have a little splash of bourbon in there.
I gotta go Boston Green.
Okay.
That's pretty good too.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's too good.
There's some good places around here you can get them. Yeah, in our area.
Now, is the Boston cream the type of pie that they shove in people's faces as a gag, or is that a shaving cream pie? Both.
Back in the early 1800s when Rob was alive,
I know, it's true. I was there. Boom, boom, chakalaka.
Oh yeah.
Boom, boom, chakalaka, boom. There you go. That just happened. Exactly.
What happened?
Anyway. Oh God.
All right, go on about your pie stuff. What are you talking about?
So they used to actually take Boston cream pies or the banana whatever they were, pies, and shove them in people's face.
Mm.
Nowadays, it's too expensive to do that, so they do the whipped cream or shaving.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Well, cool. There's more people coming in. Hey, I know that a lot of you fans of Sean's are actually with us right now. We're going to get to him again really quickly here. We're going to also play a game called Stump Rob, Chris.
Just
and
Rob,
Sean.
not me or Sean. Just Rob. That's it. Nobody else. All
I just
right?
want to go. Did you find out who we had on Monday?
Bree.
Oh my gosh, Bree Cowgill. How could we forget?
Oh my God.
Bree
On Tuesday.
was on Tuesday. Sorry, if you want to check that show out too.
Yes.
Bree is the only person in the world that has her disease.
Bree's
And has a disability. It's called Bree's disease. She has what's called stiff skin syndrome, and she's the only one that has her type. So it actually, the inner parts of her skin are tight, and it makes it so she can't take a deep breath. And she actually, she kind of walks with, crooked legs and stuff like that. She's a singer of a lead band of Beauty's Betrayal. And this girl can sing the phone book.
Yeah, I visited one of their gigs.
Oh,
I think
cool.
it was last year at the comedy club, right?
Yes, you were
Was
there.
that
Yes,
last year or
was
the
it.
year
So
before?
you met Bree.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
So she
she's
was
awesome.
actually part of our very first live show ever, where this all got started, and then
All
she
right.
came back on, and she's doing fantastic. I mean, they're starting to sing. They just came out with a couple new songs, so they're out on YouTube and check them out. All the music places you can find them, you can find Beauty's Betrayal. So
And they just had a new song debuted last week.
Yep.
It's pretty sick. I don't
if
care
you
what
like
anybody says.
metal type music, they have one coming out soon. It's going to be more of a ballad, which she's really excited about. So you can get into that,
Yeah.
that ballad type thing. So they got that finally coming out. But she's amazing, just an amazing human person. Just
She's
incredible.
a sweetheart.
So again, we got tons of stuff going on. Oh, and next week, Bagel and Bean.
Bagel and Bean?
We'll let out the news now.
No.
We'll give a little.
Well-
hint. Yeah, why not? Bagel and Bean is in Lincoln.
Yes, it is.
Did he already talk like where we're at on that?
Oof.
It's a rough one.
I don't know.
Okay, so
We've
I put.
talked, but I don't know if we should let them know yet.
I think we should start getting that process going.
Should we?
Absolutely.
What do you
gotta
guys
get people
think?
Excited. You guys will know it here first. Basically, I conned
Can
him.
we give it up that easy? Can you
I
believe
conned
this?
him into allowing us to have our own sandwich.
Yes,
So there's going to be a "What Up" with Rob and Chris sandwich at Bagel and Bean.
that's right.
Because
Oh, yes.
if you don't ask, what's the answer? It's going to be no. So I asked while we were filming, so he was kind of back in the corner, but he had to say yes.
Oh,
And-
Corey's great too. He
Oh,
rolled.
awesome.
He was so smooth, but he's like, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Just boom.
So he's all for it. This guy's amazing. The school district recently just jumped on and worked with him.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
talk about that in the show.
Every Thursday.
But we're going to put a vote out. And
Yes,
he's
we
putting
are.
a vote out. So
Yep.
we've got a couple choices that are coming out. So you don't even know what those are yet. But we'll ask.
But you will.
You will ask. But we've got a couple choices. You guys get to pick what that sandwich is going to be. So our own sandwich at Bagel and Bean.
Well,
you get
how
to
long are
vote.
we going to let them vote on this, by the way?
I think Corey needs to know, quick. I want that name up there. I want the name recognition up on that thing.
Bagel and Bean.
Bit, right?
Yeah.
What up? Sandwich. Let's do
Okay,
it.
that's right.
That's a great pairing, like Rob and Chris.
Yeah.
Or is it
Sonny and
Chris?
Cher.
Chris and Rob.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He look at his face. He's all like, well,
Yeah, I wanted a sandwich. I've always
if
wanted
we're doing it alphabetically, I guess it makes sense.
He's the one that named it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You actually did. I
I
said,
did.
why isn't it Chris and Rob? He's like, no, don't worry about it. It's Rob and Chris. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Sorry. Yeah, we're not going to have this conversation.
Sometimes less is better than more. I don't know.
I am having a YouTube issue, so we're not. I mean, a Facebook issue, so we're no longer on Facebook. It's just died. So we're just on YouTube with you guys right now. Anyways, forget those Facebook people. They don't know anything about Bagel and Bean either. That's going to come later.
But they will, because he'll tell them.
But let's get into Sean. I want to get really deep into this because when we started the YouTube channel, a lot of the thought process I had in there is because you were doing a YouTube channel. And I was like, okay, well, this is pretty cool. You were president of Coca-Cola, and you decided to quit to become a YouTube star, right?
Coca-Cola?
Well, what did you?
No, I work for FedEx. For 10
that's
years.
what it was. I forgot.
Yeah. There was a lot of overlap there. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Drank a
FedEx
lot of
10 years.
Coca-Cola while driving for FedEx.
Yeah,
testing?
sure. Coke Zero.
Okay, there
Was
you
that
go.
kind-
See,
yeah,
I
well, it's
knew there was
just-
something there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Man, I drank so much of that stuff. I forgot what it tastes like now because I haven't drank one in like a year.
Oh, boy, good
that's
for you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured,
that
well,
works.
you know, it's. I feel a little bit better, but you know, with the pandemic, I've gained like 30 pounds.
Oh my gosh, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad right now. I gotta get back in the gym, and I'm carrying it. Yeah,
I went yesterday.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I drove by.
That boy, good. Hey, it's a
I gotta get
start.
back. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, the closer you get, okay, it's just going to get easier.
that's
You know?
right. The closer to the gym you
Next,
get,
you're going
easier
to
it
do
is.
some creepy drive into the parking lot.
I'll be breathing in the window, watching all the people work out. It's like through osmosis.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that.
No, maybe not. I'll put gloves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If that makes you feel better, yeah.
And then a week later, you actually, get the cojones to actually walk inside. You're like, you're that freak show that's in there breathing and then writing little,
I
things
remember. I promise.
on the mist on the window.
Exactly.
The big O
Yeah.
and the 9. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, so yeah, God, I already lost track. Yeah,
Squirrel.
There we go. Yeah,
There it goes.
A whole different world.
Gone.
Anyway, so you were a driver. You were working on your YouTube. You got this idea to talk about coins. Tell me, you started with just getting a roll of coins, right?
Yeah. I was just going through stuff at the bank, because it's what they say, kind of like house money.
Yeah.
You go in there, don't have to pay anything additional. You just buy out, however much you want, face value wise. And then you take it home and you go through it. I've always been in coins. Most of my audience members know that I've been doing it for over 25 years.
Yeah.
My dad got me into it. So I guess, I owe it all to him,
25 years, but you're only like 22, 23, right?
Oh, yeah. I can't really lie about that, can I?
Nah.
He was in the
But
womb.
I can.
He was in the womb and he's counting coins.
That's right.
This is not gray on his face, by the way.
Yeah, it's with
Don't
green.
look-
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There is a just for men gray. In case
That's right. He was digging in some Boston cream pie right before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
So the coin thing became, you started going for a while and you were just doing it as a side thing.
Well,
And
I went into it without any, I'm not going to say direction, but without any promises that it's going to deliver anything.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I know that people are going on to YouTube and trying to be content creators.
Right.
So I guess I could say I'm like one of the seasoned people, if anything. But I didn't think that it would grow to be to the level it is today.
Right.
Now, the first 8 years of it was slow going because I was still working full time and then I was doing YouTube, but I wasn't putting 100% into YouTube. I would do maybe 2 videos a week. Some of my guys know that.
Yeah.
This. Someone setting, is that middle fingers? What?
Yeah. We're number 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Producer, what's going on?
Is that Sean?
Hey, let me see who that is up there. Hey, George, what's up? Dean, how are you guys doing? Sorry it took us so long to get back to you.
Yeah. We don't have a super producer or anything.
A super producer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be. Let us know what's going
It's all right. We're just here.
Cue in the eye roll emoji.
Exactly.
We are going to get smacked
We are.
by our super producer.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
So you were rolling, you were doing both things, and then at some point, you went, I'm going to dive into this.
Well, it's not like I had a professional production, fellas.
Yeah.
I can recall my first couple videos. I inadvertently did the video in black and white, so that and
I like it, though.
I didn't. Everybody's like, "Why is it in sepia tone or black and white?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And I'm a kind of a creature of habit. Some people don't like to see themselves in the mirror for whatever reason, or they don't like their voice.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I'm like, I sound nasally all the time, and I just don't like my voice. Although I've been told I have kind of like a radio voice. That was back in my early younger days. But I eventually went back and looked at my first couple videos. I'm like, what in the world? It's black and white. It looks like Mae West and
That's actually kind of cool.
yeah, it's kind of cool. But it was trial and error. I remember using I forgot what I was using. I think it was like an iPhone 4S or something like that.
Yeah.
Originally, to do all my productions, I would have the iPhone sitting on like a stack of books, and I used actually a business card holder
Oh, nice.
the first time around
There you go.
to hold the phone area to do the video. And at the time, 480 quality was okay.
Right.
But they expect a little bit better now. They're like, oh, yeah, where's the 4K video, the 1080p? And I'm like, oh, come on. One thing at a time. This was like 5 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, when technology was beginning to move ahead of itself.
And now they got phones that have 8K, and I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to Best Buy and buy the point and shoot camera for vacation, and you spend $400 on it.
Right.
You're like, a year later, like your device, your Samsung or your iPhone, has a way better camera.
Then what you're buying on it? Yeah.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
yeah. Some would say, oh,
It's better than that Canon or that Nikon.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been trials and tribulations. There's very little negative as a result.
Yeah.
It's been nothing but positive, and I want to thank each and every single one of you, all 8 of you out there, for your support of my channel. And doing this, I have another channel called Blue Ridge Collectibles, and I've launched over the fall. So it's a labor of love.
Yeah. Nice.
I've seen firsthand, and the results are there that this is going to be kind of the wave of the future.
Yeah.
Entertaining by media.
That's right.
And everybody, things are kind of simmering down on the COVID thing, but everybody is looking forward to going to the theater, and on Facebook,
Yes.
people are asking, when is the movie theater get open? Like at Blue Oaks, and
I want to know.
yeah, everybody is ready. We went to the zoo last weekend. So that was probably the first most normalist thing that we've done.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but everybody still had their masks, and it's crazy how things have changed in the last year. And
Hey, let's bring up something, because
Absolutely.
a year ago, I mean, this is a year now. You got it. You actually got the thing, and Chris is having fun over there.
slapped.
So a year ago, something very serious happened. Like, it was just starting, and he went to the land down south with a little mouse,
D-Land.
and that you came back, and it had to have been from the airplane, right?
Well, funny story, because at the time, it was all over the news.
Yeah.
But some of the first cases occurred in New York City, because it's kind of like a hub of international travel.
Right.
So it was like early March, I would say first week, and things were like getting really serious. Like, oh yeah, we have our first few cases, going on in the United States, and we had set up this vacation, with me, my wife, and our youngest daughter, for like 3 months. They're like, no, we're not backing away. We're still going.
Yeah.
And we ended up going, and we had kind of like this germaphobe guy that works for Clorox sitting on the plane, and he was sitting there rubbing down the seats, and it was kind of like surreal, because you didn't really see that too much before. I mean, we went to Hawaii the previous year, 2019, for vacation. It's my first time going, but we had a good time. There were people were kind of like, they were distancing, but not a lot of them were wearing masks.
Yeah.
So it was kind of different. They were kind of getting ready for what was going to happen. So we were only there for like 3 days. We ended up coming back, boarding the plane, and we were stuck on the plane for 2 hours. The announcement was, we're waiting for a connecting flight from New York City.
They're just bringing it to you.
Yeah. I'm like,
here you go.
at first I didn't quite think about it, but wrapped, like a nice little bow and gift, But now that I look back, there were probably a good maybe 10, 12 people coming onto the plane for their connector flight to Northern California.
Yeah.
And there were a few people like coughing. And I was like, oh no. We didn't think anything of it, of course, because it's either, yeah, you had to wear a mask or you didn't. You know, it was kind of like 50-50. They didn't enforce it on the plane. So we were just sitting there and it was like, don't touch anything. The whole thing was don't touch anything because you don't know where it's going to be. So we got home. I would say we didn't really get any side effects from anything right away. It took about 10 days. It was weird. I ended up with this funky rash on my shin.
Hey, whoa. We don't want to talk about
No, it's on my shin. It's not on my
right.
upper and everything. But it ended up on my shin. It was like, that's a weird thing. I've never had that before.
Right.
Come to find out, that's a side effect of COVID.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
All right. You know, not everybody got it, but it was weird. It was like, I don't know. So I talked to my wife. I'm like, yeah, can we get some cream for this or something? So it was like maybe 2 or 3 days later, I was sitting on the couch and she looked at me and you're like, babe, you look like death warmed over. And I was like tired out of it. I was gray. And apparently I was like pale white gray. And that was that. I ended up getting tested the next day. And back then it took like 48, 72 hours to get your results. It's not like same day, right? It is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to her work and they stuck that 8-inch cotton swab up your nose. And they're all sitting there twirling
It's
around.
the back of your brain.
Yeah, and that was that. I ended up with it, and I don't know if this is kind of like a proud thing for me to say, but I'm case number 98.
Wow.
County.
Really?
Yes.
That's early.
First 100, and I think in the state of California, I was part of the first like 40,000 that ended up with it, confirmed case.
Wow.
So it was weird, you know.
Yeah. Early adopter. You're an early adopter.
Yeah.
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 And you know the thing is, you also were one of the last people to be at Disneyland, and it's still getting ready to open. It's the last.
We came back.
Yeah.
It closed the next day.
So you're one of the last people that were actually at the D-Land, and it still hasn't opened again. It's coming up, but that's how far along ago this was, and that's how when you had it.
Yeah.
It was when Disneyland closed. That's a long time ago. How much has happened since then?
A lot.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, you've been at home talking about coins.
Yeah, I figure it's a
collectibles.
nice time as any.
And you know what? You're helping a lot of people. I mean, you got fans coming up on here, which is awesome. But also at the same time, like a lot of people are really into this. It's really cool. I've watched quite a few of your shows, and it's like, my gosh, this is just even in your pocket. Some of the stuff that you're talking about that you're missing, and just passing back and forth. You know, there's a lot going on in the coins and collectibles. So it's really cool what you're doing. Now you're talking about collectibles. We're talking about baseball cards and comic books and a whole bunch of other things. You really get into that whole thing, and it's going nuts. So, was that?
No, you're good.
Okay, good. We're just moving pizza. That's all. We're all good. Pizza's just being moved. It's
She's grabbing that one olive that's
she was looking for an olive, and that slices of her. So, what are some of the things that you felt like you've made a big change in your show, on your channel, that you've been able to offer more to people?
I think it's just really keeping people in tune with the market.
Yeah.
Because it was almost a very gradual change from 12 months ago.
Right.
People were out of work, you know? So the idea was people are out of work, they're not making money.
Yeah.
So where is this change coming to?
Right.
You know, people are all of a sudden becoming junior investors out there.
Right.
Oh, so, yeah. It's like, well, you know, if the opportunity is there, might as well go for it. But it was kind of a weird time. It still is. You know, people are very, very reliant on trying to find a part-time job to live. Right. You know, I know of a few people that have lost their home. You know, they've lost their family.
Yeah.
You know, as a result, you know, divorce rate. That's sort of. I mean, it's a very surreal time we're living in right now. I'd like to say that we're kind of like on the tail end of it. Yeah. With the vaccines and everything going on. But I think there's been just this new discovery in how, I guess, undervalued collectibles has been all this time, because people not only are doing that, but we're seeing huge strides in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Like I have like 5 apps on my phone, and I'm just beginning to like trade and understand altcoins and crypto and all that stuff. And there's a few YouTubers personally that I watch to understand more of it. And digital currency is going to become a thing.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, PayPal is probably, them and Chase, I think, are the 2 companies that are on the forefront.
And Square.
And Square.
Yeah. I think they're the
to
first.
integrating crypto into their platform as payment.
That's amazing.
It's happening and it's blowing up. I think we're hitting 60,000 in Bitcoin right now.
60, yeah.
There was some, so I just got into Ethereum.
Ethereum's
And it was 18 or something like that. But they just talked about there's so many coins out there that they're going to start killing coins off.
Hang on one second. We are not FDIC insured, so anything that we do say doesn't mean anything, just so everybody knows.
We are not investors.
No.
We're just 3 guys living in our mom's basements.
Amen.
Right.
Wayne's World.
Party time, excellent.
But I just want to make sure people know that.
It's
So
just kind of fun.
Yeah,
It's kind of fun that we're looking into it.
We're along the lines of a lot of other people.
Yeah.
We're in self-discovery because again, this is a completely new direction that we're going into with e-commerce and investing and all that great stuff. I went to the gas station and they have a Bitcoin ATM, which is like you go up to it, you can buy crypto off of that machine. So that's
Everybody's getting into it.
that thing popped up like out of nowhere like a month ago.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean,
what
I
is
was-
this thing doing
I was chasing. I had a Tesla and it blew up. Didn't expect it. Was having fun with it.
here?
Cashed out and bought some crypto. So that's how it's going.
Yeah.
there you
So
go.
it's fun. I was playing with the house's money.
Yeah.
That's what ended up happening. And I'm like, hey, why not? I don't care.
With the way the crypto world's been just kind of like making itself known. There's a lot of happy accidents out there of people making money, and a lot of that is crossing over to collectibles.
Yeah.
They'll cash out of all of this crypto kind of digital currency money and the big. You guys heard of GameStop, right?
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So they're cashing out that
Thank
stuff.
you, GameStop, by the way.
Oh yeah. My one share, I went and bought a new TV. No, I'm just kidding. But there's just so much going on. It's like every day is changing. There's new things happening. I'm not a self-proclaimed pro at it, so don't take what I have to say, at face value when it comes to crypto.
Yeah.
I'm discovering.
We're just talking about the fact that it's kind of cool that we're getting into that stuff.
Yeah.
Collectibles are cool, so you're going to be able to talk about those on your show. We started
Absolutely.
talking about something. We have a friend that we're talking about creating something with who's got, what did he say, over 10,000 toys? He's got 10,000, over 10,000.
I'm sorry, Double E, super producer. I couldn't quite hear you.
And growing. And growing. What are our messages?
Oh, wait.
Got any messages?
We got messages. What do we got? Let's keep
Anything we gotta deal with?
Yeah, let's say
Anyways,
hi.
we'll keep going. But
Yeah.
anyways, so we got a guy, a friend who's got 10,000 toys. We're talking about doing something with that. The collectibles, stuff that you've never seen and you would be amazed at. And there's a lot of people searching for that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that we want to work with and talk about coming up in the future.
Yeah.
But what up's just been a fun thing. This is one of those things that we got bored under COVID, or the word that we're not supposed to use, which we say it all the time. But basically, we're doing this stuff and sharing this stuff and having people on. What do you got?
I have Dean is asking a couple questions
Yeah.
for Sean. So this
Yeah,
is in
fire away.
your lingo, Sean, so I hope it makes sense. His first one is, hey guys, just watched a 1970s piece on Blue Ridge. On the slab is the number 032. What does that mean? Mine has 029.
On a slab label, if it has an ending number that has 3 numbers, I believe it's the number of that coin that's been graded. I might be wrong, but if you have something that says 032 at the end, that simply means that is a 32nd coin of that type that they graded. Hopefully that makes sense.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
What
because
else
they'll have the same certification number. They'll just have a different ending suffix. That's right, a suffix at the end. Yeah. So,
Sweet.
yep. Hopefully that helps.
Okay. What else we
All
got?
right, Dean's second question is, I think I heard Sean talking back in summer when I started chasing coins about a proof set that had a small blue circle on the Ike dollar reverse. What is it?
If it's a small blue circle, it might be a toning spot that has developed because of the chemicals and the actual plastic of that, the plastic case on there. So that's a common occurrence that you see on there. Now, if it's something that's actually superficial, that's an actual thing sitting on top of the coin, it might just be something that has broken away off of the proof case. But if it's like a blue halo that's actually on the coin that looks like a ring, that's just the chemicals from the materials of that case, making its presence known on the coin.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else we got?
This question is from Nick. It's y'all into NFT no fundable collectible? I don't know what that is.
NFT. Well, that's the investing thing, right?
I think so.
Like
No
EFT.
funds transfer.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Oh, they keep coming. Just you maybe clarifying it for us.
No, that was Dean. He said I did take it out 1978. It looks like tone but a circle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a toning pattern on there.
Awesome.
It's regular occurrence on a lot of proof sets during the 60s, 70s. Yeah, because they use the same plastics and all that stuff in those dates.
Cool.
Hopefully
So there's
it helps.
acid dabs on the bills. Is that what it is? Anyway.
We'll
Next page.
We'll talk more about that later.
Okay, gotcha.
We've gone everywhere.
That's not for cameras.
Yes, we have. Oh.
I think Nick was talking about non-fungible token.
Non-fungible.
It's it's a digital file whose unique identity is verified on a blockchain.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
more crypto stuff.
That's more crypto.
Yeah.
It's way above our head.
Yeah, I
At the
am
moment.
still learning about that. You said blockchain, and I'm like, okay, that's crypto. So yeah, a lot of the crypto, like altcoins and all that, have where they participate in the blockchain.
Yeah.
Like you have Dogecoin. There's a few of them. They're not all part of the blockchain. But
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm
Yeah.
following somebody. And it's actually somebody I know, Rachel. But all the guys will run over and watch it because it's blockchain and bikinis. And this girl basically,
Bikinis?
yeah, she talks about all the cryptos in the world, and she does it in bikini the whole time. So run and go check her out. We'll put a link if you want on our page later if you want. She's awesome. She knows her stuff. She is somebody who knows what she's talking about, but she's always doing it in a bikini.
You're good.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, they're all. All right, so boy, we're going. Let's get into the game. Unless there's
Game time. Oh, is there any more questions?
No, I think we're good. We'll get them thrown out as they come. But we're gonna do Stump Rob, Chris, and Sean Home Edition.
Dun dun
Who
dun.
was wait, Rob, real quick, who was the person you were talking about?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Okay, somebody
But-
wants the link to
I'm sure we
I'm sure.
I don't blame you. I do too.
Yeah.
We'll get that out to you in a second. Oh God, really? I don't
Hey,
know.
wait a minute. You can't cheat.
I'm not cheating. I have to read it to you.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that.
Come on, Johnny.
All right, here we go. The game.
All
And you
right.
guys can chime in too, because I don't think we're gonna know these answers. You guys, the first one to get to understand what it is, help us. What are muntin? M-U-N-T-I-N. What are muntin?
It's
This
It's
is
a home edition,
this
so
is
it's
the
gotta be
home
around your
edition.
house. What are muntin?
I
What
would
do you
have thought
guess?
mutton chops.
That's way better than my guess.
Mutton?
Mutton?
What? I'm so lost on what
Muntin.
muntin would be.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Does it have anything to do with food?
I think mutton is the liner that you put in the drawers in your kitchen. Okay, what you guys got a guess? Because I
I said it was mutton chops. Mutton
That's like
chops.
right?
Yeah, but she said
isn't it
no.
mutton chops?
Mutton chop, not muntin chops.
There's no N. There's
Yeah,
2 T's, I guess.
You're right.
Or 1 T.
Yeah, Super Bruce loves this game.
Oh.
Because she knows all these things, right? Oh, you have a clue?
No, man, I know.
You know what a mutton is? A mutton?
Muntin. What that's muntin? All right, what is muntin?
All right. So
It's
this is
German
the whole
for-
edition, guys. So muntin, the strips of wood or metal that divide a window into different panes. In the UK, they're called glazing bars.
I can think of a big pain right now. Oh wait, we got some answers. Here we go.
This is so funny, man.
Okay, so from George, Sean, how to post my pictures of my coins for you to see it. 1943 nickel, 1983 penny, 1936 nickel.
Well, you can send them to my house, and then I might show it to you.
Yeah.
How do you do? How does it get to you?
I think he's looking for a little bit more quicker, streamlined way.
Oh, okay, there you go.
All right, so just go ahead and, if you can, send us photos to our email, info@livecoinqa.com.
Nice.
That's part of our group of panelists, and we have our live every Monday night. We'll take a look at it and, yeah, answer your question.
That's awesome.
Easy
Cool.
peasy.
Right on.
It looks like we're getting more questions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Dean asks, oh boy. PCGS has in a sentence 1970s LD DDO FS 101 in parentheses 029. I had to look. That's mine on BR. It was 032. I don't know. IDK. Oh, good. I even said I don't know. Yeah, I typed that too. I don't know any of that.
That's a great coin, by the way, a great variety. Congrats. I mean, did you buy it or did you find it? I'm curious. I'm curious.
Sean, what was that email again?
It's info@livecoinqa.com.
All right, I've got a link for you, and you can post it up there for everybody. It's under blockchain and bikinis, and that is on Instagram. I'm sure that she's in a lot of other places, but let me see if I can help you guys out. This is pretty much how she talks about
Did you say that's Instagram?
So that's pretty much how she talks about cryptocurrency. It's
Hello.
like that. So you guys go crazy and follow Rachel. Rachel's awesome. She's extremely knowledgeable. She's a journalist. She's written on many like Forbes and many big magazines, websites about blockchain, but she does it all from a bikini.
Wow.
There you go.
Mark had something to say. I'm just kind of checking it out.
Yeah.
Hi, Sean. Thanks again for the heads up on the 2019 S&S reverse proof. I made enough profit to add a nice CC Morgan to my collection.
Ooh.
You are the man, Sean. Thanks
That's
again.
awesome. That's awesome.
You get the mega thumbs up.
Dun dun dun! Boom.
Hey, that was the cash cow of cash cows from 2019. I'm glad you were able to take advantage of that.
That's great.
That's
Yeah,
sweet.
it's huge.
Right on.
Huge.
Nice. You gotta like
Good
that.
job.
All right.
All right, back to the
Next
game.
another question. Here we
Yes, here we
go.
go.
Keep asking questions and
Yeah.
go to your Instagram girl, my Instagram girl. She's awesome. Check her out. All right.
Hey, Nick said, y'all guys are cool.
We're just goofy.
Yeah.
I got
We
hair
are
that's
the
going this
middle
way.
Looking and
Buttons.
smelling
We're the
sometimes.
buttons.
Yes, that's it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Right on. Thanks for coming and showing up. Subscribe. I appreciate that, actually.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely subscribe. We're trying to get these guys up to the moon, the stratosphere. For all you crypto people, you know what that is.
We're
Or Mars with Alyssa Carson. Check her out too, by the way.
Hey, you know what? You guys, if you love Rachel and all that stuff, I'll get her on the show.
Yes.
We'll do it live.
Yes.
What do you think of that? If you guys really
Yes.
if you guys subscribe and support and all that stuff, I'll get Rachel Wolfson on the show. She may or may not be in a bikini. I can't promise that, but I think she'd be a great interview for
Well,
us.
if it's extra
And-
hot in here and we turn the heater up, do you think she'd be?
Well, it's probably going to be a Zoom. And I think she lives in Maui now. She was in San Francisco, then she was in Texas. I think she's in Maui, on the beach, living off her Bitcoin, basically.
Dang.
She made so much money in Bitcoin. It was
Wow.
crazy. So I think she'd be a great show. If you guys agree, I think we should get her on the
Yeah.
show.
You know what?
Nick
I
agrees.
agree.
Yeah.
I second that. He thirds it. It's emotion.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Done.
Wait,
Next.
Sean, real quick. Nick asked, or says he's been collecting for over a year, but he doesn't know where to sell.
Good question.
That is a great question. Yeah, I would say since a lot of stuff is done e-commerce wise is on the internet, I would certainly try my hand at selling online. So either through Facebook groups, Instagram, or eBay. Whatever you feel comfortable. I think a lot of the more specialized items like varieties and errors has a much better sell rate online than say going to a coin shop. They only want stuff like precious metals and rare coins, stuff like that. It's stuff that's easy to sell. That's where their main I guess focus is.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's different. You can sell just about anything you want to online.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. Check it out.
Perfect.
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook. Yeah. There's a couple buy sell trade groups on Facebook. That's fantastic.
The internet. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. All right. Our next question. She's loving this because she knows.
Look at that.
What is kite winder? That's that little plastic thing that you just.
Yeah, you just sit there and wind the
Kit
string.
winder.
Kit, that doesn't say kit.
It says kite.
It says kite.
Then I spelled it wrong. But you're
Kit
still wrong.
winder. Kit winder. Okay.
I'm still sticking to my little
Little
plastic
plastic
spool that you.
Home edition, guys. Home edition.
Oh boy.
Is it something for like an automatic sewing machine that okay, then I'm done.
I think it's when you pull the blinds up and you have that little thing that you wrap around. That's a kit winder. Ooh, what is it?
That was a pretty intelligent answer, though.
He is smarter than he looks.
I
The
guess so.
middle point of the
Benefit
3
there.
wedged stairs in a 90-degree turn staircase.
What? It's
Hey, meet me at the kid winder, folks. Yeah, let's go have a little fun. Jeez.
so basically in a stair, it's one of the corners.
So if there's a 90-degree turn in your staircase, there are 3 stairs that make that.
Yes,
turn.
okay.
It's the middle one.
Oh. Now I know.
This is wonderful for me.
Oh my god.
It's funny. Every time I go up those type of stairs, I always skip that one.
Oh yeah, you're afraid of
Yeah.
that kit winder.
Yeah, it's like way too wide. So
Oh, yeah.
area.
You know, narrow in the side. And
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like how many steps? You're like 1, 2, 3, kit winder 4.
Now you're going to.
Miss Kit Winder, how are you today, by the way?
All right, next. All right. Oh, I can't even know if it's pronounce it.
Sean saw it.
I did.
What is an oil de boeuf? Oil de boeuf?
It sounds French Canadian.
OEIL dash DE de BOEUF. Oil de boeuf.
Well, it sounds like it's a home edition.
All I know is it sounds kinky.
Well, it can.
So home edition oil de boeuf. I think. Wow, I don't even know what to say about that. It's got to be something so simple. It's the dish you put the soap on. That's my guess. Oil de boeuf.
I like that.
Right?
So we got to think it's completely unorthodox. So therefore, it is the piece of metal underneath the sink that hooks the plunger up to that.
Wow, that was detailed.
Yes, thank you.
My answer would be is if you have one of those old school windows that has a tiny little plastic lock at the bottom, once you get it all the way closed, that's the oil de boeuf.
Oil de boeuf.
Yeah.
I feel safer when I use my oil de boeuf.
Well, Sean was the closest
Oh.
because it's also known as an ox eye window. Any small oval window on a house usually placed in upper levels.
Oh, like the little.
Yay,
half
points for
moon.
Sean. He's winning.
Yeah.
Better for that.
Hey, I know my 18th century Cape Cods.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see that.
Yeah. We got another one in here.
Oh, we got another question.
We
Thank
do.
God, we can take a break from these questions.
So from Nick, I wonder, can I sell my coins on an NFT platform? would allow me to reach more people. I've been seeing people selling old cards, etc., on NFT platform. I'm gonna check into it more. Keep you posted.
Yes, please do, because I'd like to know, because that would be breakthrough.
Yeah.
If you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these collectibles are seen as commodities.
Yeah.
So they are being traded. While not on the stock market, they're still being publicly traded on the auction circuit. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, please let us know.
That'd be cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be a first. And again, things are ever evolving, especially the booth.
Love
You know.
to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm afraid of the next question. Oh God.
Oh, what is escutcheon?
I've heard of that before.
I've heard of it too. It's like pardon me, escutcheon. It's like move out of my way and move on. Escutcheon.
I don't know. I heard that. I'm like, oh,
I've heard of it.
Is that
somewhere.
that little strip of wood that separates like one type of flooring to the other?
Ooh,
Do not
that's
step
pretty
on the
good.
escutcheon too hard because you can break it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you slide like a piano across it,
And
it
then
snaps like this.
escutcheon. Oh, escutcheon. I don't know. I don't even know where to guess.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, it's the thing that goes all under here. It goes
It
up
is.
here.
The piece that when the garage door comes down and there's that funky little felty looking piece that they hammer in there so the wear and tear and all that. That's what it is.
I've got this because it sounds like it works. So escutcheon, you got to break the word down. This like scooch on, right? So when you see a dog and he's got to wipe his butt and he's scooching on the carpet,
There you go.
there's a tack strip that keeps the carpet in. That's the escutcheon to keep it on.
I
When
like
the
it.
dog is scooching across the carpet.
The scooching.
Yeah.
It probably makes that same sound too, right? Yeah. It's like a friction sound of
Nick,
like,
I
They got their-
agree.
they got
Thank
their
you.
legs
It's
on.
not
like carpet and jeans and shit. Shh, shh, shh.
Okay, what? Can you answer? She's down. If you can see, she's done.
Oh
She's
my
under
God.
the table. What's a scooch on?
Any decorative or protective plate of metal used around a doorknob or keyhole. The word is also used to describe a coat of arms.
I was close.
I like,
It's around a garage. Well,
I like mine better.
Your guys' definitions are way better.
They are entertaining.
We got any more? Okay.
we're good.
What is a scuttle?
Is that the door you open to a dumbwaiter?
I could. That's true. It's so close. Yeah.
You got the dog part right.
I think.
Good luck, guys.
All right, it's on you now.
No, you're next. You gotta get. Oh shoot.
I'm stumped on this now. You got my brain all squashed.
So scuttlebutt is what I'm thinking.
You're way wrong.
Okay, so then I'm not going to say that. Anyway, so scuttle. How about this? I'm going to go with what he says. He says the door to the dumbwaiter. I'm going to say the tray to the dumbwaiter.
But don't they just call that a tray?
You would think, but
But
knowing
no,
her,
it's
it's probably going to be the brackets that hold
Let's
the
stick with
dumbwaiter.
her theme. I'm going to go with the rope that's on the dumbwaiter. Let's see.
Hey, that makes sense. The scuttle is frayed. You need to replace it.
That's right.
So the name for a ceiling opening with a pull-down cover to access an attic. You were close with the door.
Interesting.
That's so close. Door. Wait a minute. Door and attic. That is so close. I mean, oh yes.
Oh,
Is that
my
like a fire department where they have the pole that comes through? Do they still do those? They
Yeah,
do, right?
They do.
They have them, but
Absolutely.
they don't use them.
I wonder if our blockchain and bikini girl knows that.
We'll find out. You guys are all stuck on Rachel now.
Well, you did bring her up. So.
Well, we were talking about crypto, and if you want somebody who knows her stuff, that's where you should go.
You're
And
right.
enjoy the time while you're
Oh yeah.
All right, I want you guys to help answer these because these
Please.
are tough. I can't even pronounce these. I feel like I'm swearing in another language.
You are.
What is an enfilade? Enfilade. I feel like, what's an enfilade?
Infidel?
Enfilade.
An infidel?
Enfilade. Enfilade. What is an enfilade?
You guys are gonna sound so smart at your next dinner party.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Did you hear about the inflate? Yes, I wiped myself with. Anyway.
And she should be like, don't you mean inflawed?
Yes.
I usually clean mine with soft scrub.
There you go.
There you go. Which means that it is the thing that holds the soap in the shower.
Ooh. Ah. Oh.
Of course.
God help us.
Guys, what's the enfilade? Come on.
Stand by one.
Sean's stumped too. I don't think we've gotten anything.
Sean's got 2 points. You two are losing.
Yeah, well, that's typical. I started negative.
True.
Well, let's see. All of the questions have revolved windows. It's
Or
revolved doors and poles. So
and a step.
and this stuff. So what are we missing? The counter.
Strippers!
And it's out. This is disqualified.
Sorry, I had to.
You meant pink strippers. You get the old paint off, right?
Exactly.
No, the old wallpaper. It's the old wallpaper adhesive. That's what the
There you go.
is.
Enfilade.
Yeah.
Anybody got an answer for that? I don't see anybody jumping in. No? Okay.
Depending on how old it is, it can be as tough, if not more difficult to remove than the actual than like if you
Then
clean a
your
tile
mother-in-law.
off, right? Yeah, you can't get rid of her.
Can't get rid of the mother.
Yeah, God bless your heart, by the way.
Depending on how old she is.
Well, yeah,
True.
We're going to get in trouble.
Lord help
I'm
us.
as old as you fellas.
All right, what is it? What's an enfilade?
A long corridor with multiple subsequent rooms, a series of doorways in line with each other. So you don't have it in your house.
I don't have an enfilade, so I wouldn't know. I get a credit.
You know, enfilade.
So a
reminds
corridor
me-
with a bunch of doors down off the sides of it, like a hotel would have or something like that.
Yep.
So next time I go down to a hotel, I'm going to be walking down and going, I'm going to go down the enfilade.
or a haunted house.
Haunted house.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, haunted house. Can't wait to get you guys in the haunted house.
in fact, the Lincoln restaurant that's 3 stories has ghosts in it, and
Yes,
it was
it
just
does.
purchased.
Dun dun dun.
It would be cool to go in there and see if we could do one there. So we have some paranormal friends that we want to get involved in. We're going to Arizona. If anybody hasn't been on here, we're going to Arizona to
Yes, we
Oki
are.
Corral. To
Tombstone.
We've been
Tombstone.
invited to go for 2 nights or 1 night of
2 nights to go.
paranormal hunting.
That's awesome.
So he's going.
Yeah.
I'll be in the hotel somewhere. Forget that.
He's
I'm
gonna
not
make
doing
him
that.
go alone.
Oh my god, no.
Yes.
If you're gonna do that, shave
And
every
especially
bit of hair
her
off
for
your
these
body because
questions.
you don't want people to stand up on it.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Like, what's Rob doing? Oh,
And
he's
actually-
waxing his bikini line.
Gotta get ready for
Before the-
TMI. TMI. Also,
Also,
I heard back from Full Spectrum.
Full Spectrum's around again. Huh?
Hey, they're trying to get some things going and flowing so we can go on maybe sooner than you think.
Than you or me or anybody. That's
Yes.
awesome. So could be having a live show of paranormal.
You never know.
We could be filming a whole bunch of stuff in paranormal. So Chris is all about this paranormal life. And I'm not so much, but hey, that's what's happening and we'll do it.
Yes.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Okay, next one is, what is an architrave? Well, the arc comes from the Greek that says shovel. No, I have no idea. Architrave.
Ark of the
seems-
Covenant.
I think it's when you go from one room to the other and there's like a round arc. That's the entrance into another room, but it has to be an arced
Okay.
circle or some kind of like that.
Sounds good. And if you're too tall, you have to walk directly in the middle of it.
That's right.
Because if you went on either side of that architrave,
I
you're gonna
agree.
hit your forehead.
I like it.
Yeah.
I was thinking with the stained glass windows, you know how a lot of them are arced?
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Oh, you guys are actually the closest on this one. The molding above a door frame.
Well, That was pretty good, man.
Nice job. Yeah.
That was
Well
pretty
done,
good.
fellas.
We did pretty good. Yeah, 3 collective
Yeah,
minds.
there we go. Hey,
Get it
hey,
at all,
hey.
but hey,
We'll
we're
take what
close.
we can get at this point. Yeah. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got
Thank
through
God.
Stump Rob and Chris and Sean on What Up.
Oh
That's
my
right, guys.
God.
We are licensed contractors. By the
That's-
way.
Now you are.
Yeah, now we are.
Well, that's really it. We hit an hour. We like to kind of
Oh,
kill
wow.
it off by then. That was fast, actually.
That was.
That was
It was
cool.
really cool.
Yeah,
we
it
had
was.
Sean here. He'll be back, I'm sure. Thank you guys showing up that are fans of his show and
Yes.
YouTube
Thank
for
you
coming
so
over,
much.
asking
Thank you, guys.
questions. You guys are awesome.
Nick, Dean, thank you all
We
out
got a
there.
lot of stuff coming. Remember Tuesday, Randy, who was basically helps a lot of softball and baseball players get
Yes, he
knowledge.
does.
And then again, if you don't want to miss, which is really cool, Sheila Kennedy, 1983 Penthouse Pet of the Year.
Can
is
I
on
get an
Friday
amen?
On our show will be posted, so check those all out. And I'll work on getting Rachel on the show.
Yes.
Blockchain and bikinis, we'll get her on. We'll talk about what she knows, what
Oh,
she
yes.
does, and
Don't forget about KFC's coming up too.
KFC,
Oh my
finger
God.
licking comedy.
She is hysterical. Oh my God. She had us crying and stuff.
Finger licking comedy, Christopher. She just opened for Chris Kattan
Yes.
last Saturday.
Yep.
And so she was on the show. She's awesome, but there's some editing to be done because it was definitely lots of interesting vocabulary that was happening. So we'll edit it a little bit down for the show because, you know, it was finger licking comedy and that's what you got to deal with. Hey, we got a couple people coming to making comments really quick before we head out.
Let's
Anything we got to deal with?
Nick's saying he's looking into buying Atari
Oh,
to make it a comeback.
there you go.
Ooh.
Like an actual vintage.
Maybe into like stock or
No, I
something.
think stock and
I
Atari.
heard that is going pretty good. That's a pretty cool one.
Oh, are they back?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They are.
They're back.
Yeah, I remember my old little joystick thingy. Yeah, don't go there. Thanks for coming to What Up with the Raw Fans.
I wasn't even gonna say anything.
This is the rated R edition.
You
It's
guys
this guy.
rock. Thanks for coming and joining us on a Sunday
Thank you
night.
guys.
Let
What
us
up?
be us crazy friends and people that hanging out. You'll see more of us. Obviously, you'll see more of Sean. And we just want to thank you. So thanks for coming out
Yeah.
tonight.
Thanks for playing. See you in a week.
What up?
Oh, I gotta do
You
that
gotta
thing,
push
don't
the
I?
button.
Ah.
So yeah.
It's
So,
so
yeah.
ending.